All right guys, today we're gonna go over a leg drag variation, a couple entries, and a couple key details I like to pinpoint out to make sure that this position stays tight for you. So our first entry into this leg drag position is gonna be from open guard. If my opponent is sitting up as so, I'm going to scoop his ankles, get his back to the mat. Now, I can move lateral to get my opponent following my movements. Take my foot and pin his hip to the mat. I want one of his hips to the mat and I want one elevated in the air. Now, I can pull this foot out. If it's in between my legs, I can pull it out, and at the same time, I'm going to staple his thigh with my shin, and it's taking the place of my foot, like so. My right foot, I want it fanned out, dorsiflex behind either his ankle or his calf. My right hand, I'm coming over and I'm pinning his leg to my hip. Now I want to stay tight, chest to arm, left hand behind his collar in a horse grip. I stay here for 3 seconds. If I'm competing, getting my points. If I'm not, I'm stabilizing the position. When I want to move on, I need to keep the top hip shelved. Right now, my thigh is acting like the shelf. My right hand is going to come and underhook his leg, either grabbing his kimono or his sleeve. In this situation, I'm going to transition into side control, furthering my position. There's 2 things my opponent's going to want to do in this situation, is either turn away from me for competing. In that case, I would follow him to the back. If not, he is going to turn into me. In that case, I transition around him. The second entry into this position is going to be from a closed guard situation. Again, a detail to point out in closed guard is my posture. I want to stay upright with a straight back. My opponent, his objective is going to be to break my posture and start working on his grips. I'm tight, back straight. My opponent decides to open his guard. In this case, I'm going to swim under into my double unders. I'm clasping in a gable grip on his waist, on his belt line. I'm gonna pull him up onto a ramp that I make with my knees. Now my left hand is going to grab the back of his belt and double stack him. I have him in this situation. My right knee is going to go behind his, and we end up in the same position where my foot is dorsiflexed behind his calf, right hand coming over and pinning. He's probably going to be framing off of my face. I'm just going to stay in room, get my points. Left hand come around. This collar grip is really effective. Right hand coming in as a shelf, pulling myself into a better position. This leg drag pass is very effective. It is considered a pressure pass and one that I really like to go to.